One of the hardest questions in love is this: should I keep waiting, or is it time to walk away? You don't want to give up too soon, but you also can't keep investing in someone who has no plan to commit. In this video, I'm going to walk through a simple but powerful commitment readiness test to help you see clearly if it is moving toward the future with you or just wasting your time. Welcome back to the channel. My name is AB Kofi. Should you keep waiting, or is it time to walk away? Let's start here with the first test: emotional availability over time. If you've been dating someone for months and they still struggle to open up emotionally, that's a yellow flag, not a red one yet, but it's definitely a sign to pause. People don't need to pour out their entire life story on day one. A connection depends through emotional exchange. Think of it like Wi-Fi. The signal doesn't have to be perfect, but if it's always cutting out, something is wrong. For example, if you've shared your fears, your dreams, and your past, but every time you ask them how they really feel, say something vague like, "I'm not great at this stuff," you're not building intimacy, you are circling it. Waiting may be worth it if you see slow progress. If their walls stay up like it's Fort Knox, walking away will protect your heart from constantly guessing. You deserve safe connection, not emotional limbo. Ask yourself, have I learned anything new about his emotional world in the last month? If the answer is no, that's your clue. Number two, let's talk about consistency, because patterns speak louder than promises. A man who is commitment ready shows you who he is repeatedly, not just when it's convenient. You don't have to guess how he feels about you. His presence isn't random. His energy isn't conditional. If he is hot for 2 weeks, then distant for a month, that's not confusion, that's clarity. For example, if he plans dates, follows through, checks in, and meets your emotional needs steadily, you might be looking at someone who is building a future. And if he goes after a deep talk or flakes on your plans with zero explanation, you're probably waiting for someone who is not in it. Don't let emotional highs trick you into tolerating long stretches of silence or inconsistency. Love is not a performance, it's a pattern. And if that pattern drains you instead of grounding you, it's time to walk away. Ask yourself, is he consistent or just occasionally impressive? Number three, let's look at how he reacts to boundaries, because that's where the truth comes out. Boundaries are not ultimatum, they are just statements of self-respect. But how he responds to your limits tells you everything about where this is headed. Say you tell him, "I don't want to do sleepovers unless we are in a committed relationship." He laughs it up, gets irritated, tries to guilt you into breaking your rule. He's not respecting you. He's negotiating access, not building trust. And if he says, "I get that, let's talk about how we move forward," then that's a man who sees you, not just what he can get from you. Commitment isn't just about title, it's about how someone handles your truth. So here's your clarity test. Do your boundaries bring you closer or create emotional punishment? If it's the latter, you are not just waiting, you are slowly shrinking. Number four, let's shift to future vision, because alignment matters more than chemistry. It's easy to feel bonded with someone who is fun, flirty, and physically connected to you, but your lives point in the same direction. For example, if you bring out future plans, let's say you talk about kids, marriage, finances, where to live, and he constantly says, "Let's not worry about that now," or brushes it off with, "We'll figure it out," then he's not preparing, he's procrastinating. It's not about rushing the timeline, it's about whether he even has one. Waiting makes sense when your values line up and he's taking real steps towards shared goals. But when you are building castles in your head and he's still deciding if he even likes real estate, you will waste your years holding a dream by yourself. Ask, do our futures feel like a we or a maybe? That answer tells you when to lean in or leave. Number five, now consider this. Does the relationship grow you or shrink you? It's easy to wait when your man makes you feel wanted, but does he also make you feel well? A commitment-ready relationship won't always be perfect, but it should inspire maturity, self-reflection, and growth. You should feel more yourself, not less. For example, if you used to have hobbies, strong relationships, goals, and now everything feels wrapped around his moods, his schedule, or his attention, you are waiting for relief, not commitment. You are chasing moments of peace instead of living in them. That's not love. That's emotional fatigue dressed as devotion. Healthy love makes space for your individual joy. So take stock. Have you grown while being with him, or have you dimmed your lights trying to keep him around? Finally, you have to ask, are you the only one doing the emotional labor? Relationships aren't 50-50 all the time. Sometimes it's 70-30. Life happens, and that's fine. But if you are always the one checking in, fixing things, initiating where is this going conversation, or managing his moods, that's not love, that's exhaustion. For example, if he can't be bothered to clarify how he feels about you, he'll expect your loyalty, emotional support, and access to your time and body. Then you are not in a relationship, you are in a role that keeps you working hard just to feel barely chosen. If you are the one carrying the connection, that's not commitment, It's imbalance. And imbalance grows into resentment. The solution is this. Pull back your emotional labor. See what happens. If the connection dies, it wasn't mutual to begin with. Let's wrap it up with this. You don't need to force clarity. When a man is truly ready, his actions, energy, and decisions will tell you loudly and consistently. But when you are stuck in silence, confusion, or emotional hassle, that's your test and your answer. Because the right man won't keep you waiting in anxiety. He will meet you in certainty. Waiting isn't always weak, and walking away doesn't mean you didn't love it. But when you've done the emotional math, and the future still doesn't add up, that's your answer. A man who is truly ready to commit won't confuse you. He won't need years of testing, endless convincing, or repeated conversations about where this is going. If you are doing all the emotional labor and still waiting for him to figure it out, then he is not in a place to build, and you are not in a place to keep shrinking while he buys time. So here's the truth. If he is not preparing to lead, you have no business preparing to wait. Sometimes love shows up when we pause, and sometimes clarity comes when we finally stop asking questions he keeps dodging. Ask yourself, am I holding space for a man who isn't even holding space for me? If this helped you rethink your position, let's talk in the comments. Share this with a sister who has been waiting for commitment from a man who knows he's not choosing her. And if you are new here, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.